Hey guys, finally he sleeps. Back again with another episode of This Week in Raid Shadow Legends. We have the Sanguine Maria the Halloween fusion that is running. The calendar is up, and this is back to what we are kind of expecting with, the champion training opening up. Plus, we have the gear hunters at the same time, and there's that holdout on gear hunters because Ice Golem is coming, and we want to kind of hold out and wait. It's the same but different because normally we would have champion training and Ice Golem opening up, and they would kind of entice you into running all of your Ice Golem stuff before the gear hunters unlocked, and it was always kind of a trick. And because it's Halloween and there's no trick, it's just a treat because you can wait, and Ice Golem's kind of right on top of the gear hunters. It makes me feel like there's some other stuff going on here. There's no reason for them to make this as easy as it is from the outset, like looking at this thing. If we take a look, the biggest things that always cause problems with these events are the gear hunters, which used to be dungeon divers. And we would have, 3 dungeon divers, and they would inline with the dungeons, and that was the biggest problem. But right now we have gear hunters opening up. It runs in line with Ice Golem, and you can do it for champion training the entire time. There's no other dungeon that falls into it other than the spider kind of falls in between Gear Hunters 1 and Gear Hunters 2. There's only 2 of the Gear Hunters events. There's not 3, it's just 2. And that second Gear Hunters event runs in line with Fire Knight and Dragon. So you have a better chance in the second one of being able to complete it. And at the very end, you have champion training for an overlap of about a day on the weekend. So that Gear Hunters 2 should be pretty simple. The first one's a little bit more difficult only because there's just Ice Golem. But you're going to be doing a lot of gear hunting while you're doing champion training. So, and then we look at the actual events, and it's not requiring a lot of points. It's the gear hunters is a little bit the thing here, but what is it about this event, this fusion, that's going to make things hard? And what it is that there is an addition. Instead of Champion Chase and Summon Rush, we now have Champion Chase, Summon Rush, and a third event, which is the Hero's Path. Expectations are that Hero's Path that falls right in the middle, that is right there at the bottom, is that is going to be the Swordmaster Hero event, which was the leaked event that was originally leaked as being, I think, mid-October. So it was a few weeks ago, and it never happened. But they, Plarium said, hey, it was a leak. We are planning all these events. They're just not on the time frame that we want. We're coming in towards the end of the TMNT promo, and this looks like this is going to be the Swordmaster Hero's Path. So if you're trying to grab all of the turtle champions and Leo's the last one for you, this is a very, very important part of the fusion. And it says it's open shards plus get artifacts. So that is taking place of your Dungeon Divers 2. So this is the twist. That Hero's Path is going to be summoning shards and your Dungeon Divers 2. It does run in line with Fire Knight and Spider, so there's a reason to kind of dive some of the dungeons to finish out that part of it, but these are usually more dominant on either the shards or the souls or whatever. So for this one, it's going to be shards. That means it is probably going to be to your advantage for Summon Rush that is running right now to either skip it, that be your skip for 25, and you are expecting to grab at least 50 from the Hero's Path in lieu of the Summon Rush, or adjust how you handle Summon Rush if you've got a lot of shards, so that you can put your heavy hitting shards into the Hero's Path. if you're going for Leonardo, and the expectation that that's what that's going to be is what we're hoping that that's what that's going to be. Most intelligent thing would just be hold off on Summon Rush until the very end. Don't do it until they announce what Hero's Path is going to be, and if it's going to be a Leo event, you make a decision at that time. The other thing is they have decided to nerf Sanguine Maria. She has been nerfed. It's not posting yet, but her A1 that attacks one enemy 3 times, each hit has 33% chance of granting an extra turn, cannot gain more than 1 extra turn. That's a pretty big deal because you can go from 3 hits to 4 hits. There's a passive here that adds each subsequent hit from champion deals 33% more damage, and then it resets after 99%. So if you're getting 4 hits out of that A1, that stacked damage is a lot of damage depending upon how she's built. So what they're doing is they're removing the ability to get that extra hit on A1 against the bosses and minimizing the damage against bosses. They're nerfing her down a little bit because I think the test server was allowing people to build a boss queen that they were not expecting out of this build. So I think that kind of, if you were so excited about those extra turns and that damage stacking for what it was going to do for bosses, it turned people off when they said, well, we're nerfing her a little bit because this isn't what we were expecting. If you never really went into it with that kind of expectation, you were just like, this is a cool ass Halloween fusion, then these changes really aren't going to affect how you're handling it. But I have talked to people who are like, I'm not doing the fusion. They pissed me off when they nerfed her. She's not going to be near as strong as we thought she was, which is true, but she's still going to be pretty damn strong. But the other thing is, I can tell you, if you're deciding to not go after her, that is not a reason to skip the fusion. If we look at the calendar again, these epics, Thorn, Golem, they are void epics. So they're worth 350 points on a champ chase. If these are going to stay in your inbox, unlike the fusion, which for Sanguine Maria is a timed basic fusion. If we look here at the actual fusion, this goes away in a week and 6 days, which is true. But if you look at the fragment for these, where are they at? Thorn, there. Those will stay. Those fragments for Thorn will stay forever. They will be there. You can claim those at any time. So if you're not using this to claim Sanguine Maria, at least grab 3 of the 4 thorns and hold them. Don't claim them. I mean, that's 1,050 in points towards a champ chase. And if you wait until a personal rewards clan versus clan, like the one that just ended, it's the first time you're claiming a void epic. You even double your points out of that. So there's reason for this fusion, if not for future fusions, for just the points that they can come down the road, because these will hold. There's just a lot going on right now with the whole Halloween promo in here and with TMNT ending. So make sure you're paying attention to the calendar. Make sure you're paying attention to what's going on with the changes. And if you're looking for those final turtles, that Leo Swordmaster Path is what we're expecting to kind of fill in the middle of this. One other thing to note is Shredder. If you're short Shredder, remember, you can only get him on voids. Right now, because of the summon rush, they are trying to trick you into pissing away your voids on the chance of pulling a progressive Leo. And if you're trying to save back your voids from the last time Shredder was up, remember, the only way to get Shredder right now on this is through the chance of when he is available for voids. And we do expect him to come back before the end of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. So hold on to your voids. If you read that very last word in that tiny print breakdown, The following champions cannot be summoned from any shard. The last name on that list is Shredder. It is right there. That's the only one you can't get. The only time he pops up is when he is there for void shards. So don't waste your voids on this. If you decide to do the summon rush and there's any shards that I feel like are the best ones to go with, it's probably ancient and or primals to grab the summon. Hold your voids for Shredder, hold your sacreds for the Leo Path event. That's it. Hope that information helped. If it did, make sure you subscribe here on the Raid Shadow Legends channel. That way you never miss when any of these This Week in Raid videos go live, or any of the other videos or shorts that I put out for Raid Shadow Legends. As long as you guys keep showing up, I'll keep making videos.
Finally he sleeps.